In today's lesson, we'll talk about another technique of Python, which is called filing. In filing, we study about how we handle different files, how we write data in them, how we read them, and how we append them. When we did not have the database insertion technique, then filing was used to store data, but now database is here, so maximum programmers have left it that now databases are used to store data in any programming language. The three types of files that we deal with a lot in Python are text files, Excel files, and CSV files, the comma-separated files. We'll study all three, that how we read them, how we write them, and how we append data in them. Now first of all, we have text files. Text files are of two types. One is simple text file and one is binary text file. In first type of file, each line of text is terminated with a special character called EOL, which we call end of line. \n is the special character using which we separate each line of text. Second is binary file, which is a machine understandable language which our computer can understand, which is also called binary language in the form of 0, 1. Both these files come in the category of text files. We deal with both in Python, and all other languages also give permission to deal them. Till here was the introduction of what are text files. Now if we want to read or write these text files, every file has access modes that we are going to read it, write it. We have 6 modes for text file. First is read-only mode. It is represented by small r. Second is read and write, that we have to read and at the same time we have to write also. We use W for just write only. For write and read, W plus append. Append means some content is already written in a file and we have to start writing from that content's end, meaning we have to write from the end of the file. We call that append. And a plus means read and write. These modes will automatically give an error if the file has not been created before, so they will give an error that file does not exist. The read and write modes will always keep the cursor at the start of the file and will start writing from the start of the file, while the append mode will always start write up from the end of the file, because some content would be written before and it will have to write its content from there. It has to append from the end of the contents of the file. It will become a part of that, but it will write all the data, whatever it will be, from the end. Till here were access modes, that which are the 6 modes using which we access a file. If we run a small example of it, so it is very easy to handle a text file in Python. We create an object first of all. Object means the handler using which we will read that file, so we can create it with any name. I made a handler named file1 and in it I will have an open function. In the open function, I will give the name of my text file .txt. Now after this comma separated, and I have to give mode here, that which mode I am going to start working in. Am I going to read this file, write in it, or append it? So I say W here means I am going to write this file. Now when I will have to write this file, I will obviously have some strings using which I will write them. Now I have 4 strings. I've made string 1, string 2, string 3, and string 4. Now when I will have to write up something in it, I have 3 type of methods. One is write lines. What handler do I have? My handler's name is file1.write, write. I type string in it, str1, will write it. Now the operation we perform in file using a simple mouse. First we open the file, make changes in it, and then close it. So it means that we have to close this file at the end too. If we don't close the file, it will always remain open, means its instances will keep on being created, maximum. We closed file1 using file1.close function. Now when I will save this program and execute it, so it has given an error that invalid syntax. It has executed our program in the output correctly, that it has no errors. Now in that directory I have saved my program. I will go to that directory and go and see that has a file been created there. A test file 1 has been created. I open it, so the thing I had to type string 1 has been typed there. Now I want to type another string in this file. Now in this case, how will it treat this? It has given an error that this write function only treats one argument. So if we have to write another string in it, we will. This function. It has showed our output. We check again in our file. It has printed both of our strings in one line. It has written it. Till here was how we write data in a text file.